Well, let's get this party started.
Distance nerding.
Hey! Well, that was too soon. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. You are now watching Distance Nerding.
That's young Phil.
And he's the lightly bearded Fours.
And we're here
to nerd
together.
Nailed that one. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely nailed it. Guys, it is time. We're talking about anything pop culture, movies, music, food, wrestling, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it. Guys, find us all in the places that exist, all the socials, all the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, I guess Linktree, Discord, OnlyFans, all at Distance Nerding. How are we doing, sir?
Well, I got 4 words for you.
Oh, yeah?
The beard is back.
Oh, fear the beard. Fear the beard.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed it.
I mean, I would too.
I did miss it, and I think the husbeard missed it as well.
Absolutely.
I could feel his disappointment just kind of evaporating now. It's kind of starting to go away.
Yeah, good, because it should go away. You should be a lot more confident once you have a beard on your face.
Understood. Absolutely.
It is a constant just confidence builder having hair on your face.
So on deck tonight, we have the Geek End update.
KyberCon is coming.
And it is closer than you think. Lights, camera, action.
The history of the world again?
Oh, not again. Starting
yeah.
rumors.
We actually don't have any rumors tonight.
There's no rumors. The download.
Oh, yes. And ladies and gentlemen, is DC getting some backlash, or are fans ready for the new?
But first, we got shout outs.
Let me get a shout out. Go for it, man.
We got a nerd appreciation shout out. So tonight we got a shout out to Pod Decks. In fact, this episode is powered by Pod Decks. Pod Decks are unique interview questions and episodes starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddex.com. Use code nerding10 for 10% off. That is Poddex at poddex.com. Also, we want to give a shout out to Dubby. Dubby is an emerging Dubby is an emerging brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin or sugar, no fillers, artificial colors, or dyes. It is keto safe. Now you may be asking yourself, what makes Dubby different from other gaming supplements? To answer that for you, Dubby is one of the few drinks that contains Neurofactor, a nootropic derived from the coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps you give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. You can find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Master Roshi, what is the code to get the 10% off at checkout? I'm so glad that you asked. You ask me this every friggin' week, and yet I keep giving you the answer. It's Nerding 10. Nerding 10. Why can't you get them through your skulls? Nerding 10. All is well. Back to your podcast. Thank you, Master. So yes, code Nerding 10 for 10% off at your checkout. That's www.dubby.gg.
GG, guys. GG. All right. Well, that all being said, I think it is now time, and it was beautiful. It really was beautiful. It is now time for the Geek Update. Oh yeah,
that is that.
Oh, I know, right? Ladies and gentlemen, KyberCon 3 is coming February 11th from noon to 5 at Fairview Middle School in Fairfield, California. Meet the only Squid Game actor to come to the States and see you in his only U.S. appearance, John D. Michaels, VIP number 1. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got a Squid Game actor. He is going to be there, and it's going to be great.
Squid Game actor.
Oh, I know, right? Between him and VIP number 3, man. VIP number 3 was the dude who had the most lines. He was also contrary to him, because he was a fun interview, but his character was loathsome.
His character, guys, not the actor.
Because when you talk to him, he's actually a really cool dude and very anti what his character is, right? But I mean, yeah, I know, but like his character, like that is the testament of a decent actor, is if they're a likable person, but then they like Giancarlo Esposito, right? If they're a likable person, but they can convince you to hate every fiber of their being, you know they played a good character, right?
Like
now,
Lena
guys.
Headey.
Well, oh God, Lena Headey's another one, dude. She's a really good example of that. I mean, multiple characters that you can call out that were just completely loathsome. I mean, of course, we all love to hate her character in Game of Thrones more than everything, but then also her character in Judge Dredd.
Yeah,
she played the villain in Judge Dredd, and God, she was so bad in that. Like bad in a good way.
But where I fell in love with her had to be the announcement for Final Fantasy 15, when they had everybody up on stage, and she was just the sweetest, kindest, most beautiful thing up there. And she's just, I'm really excited about the game, and I loved playing this part. And I was like, oh my God, I love you. She was there for the announcement. She was there when they dropped the date for the game. It was so cool. She was so cool.
Exactly, man. Now the show is going to be hosted by Tommy Bechtold, yes, actor, comedian, and YouTube star, as a host of New Rock Stars, and co-hosted by Sacramento's own favorite podcast, Kings. Distance Nerding, baby. Oh, that's right. The DN. Oh, and I busted out the turntables today and made sure they worked. And yes, I'm going to be on the ones and twos. DJ Anonymous is coming back, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We'll be playing house music the entire time. All right.
Might even set up a DDR pad. You never know.
Hey, man, whatever you want to do. Now, guys, boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. All right. Meet the last of the Tusken Raiders from the original Star Wars: A New Hope, Alan Fernandez, and a couple of your favorite robots.
Robots.
Robots. The other word is copywritten by Disney. So
yes. Unfortunate.
Yeah. James just brought it out. Jeffrey Giuliano. Shout outs to Jeffrey Giuliano again. The most loathsome character in that show, next to the season finale when you find out the old man is a piece of shit. But I mean, like, once you find out the old man's a dirtbag, right? Like,
yeah. Oh, by the way, James, you are invited to join us this evening if you so wish.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Why don't you join us from your phone, James? I know you're driving home.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
It's funny because I've done that. Right. There have been times on the show where I have I've gotten on, you know, like on my phone and like mounted my phone in my truck while I'm driving. Because I wasn't
like
the show.
Like a true Instagram live person.
Exactly. Let's see. Hold on. Got some chatter going on here. It's just you and me, James. Forget these guys. Let's do our own podcast with Blackjack. I'm assuming that's haters.
You know where my brain is. It's
I know what it is. I'm just gonna say haters because I don't want to. Yeah, fuck it. With Blackjack and hookers. All right.
If you could say F it, you could say hookers.
Exactly. That's what I said. We haven't gotten there yet, James. But yes, Eric Voss is also gonna be there. Graveyard said hookers. I'm down.
Husbeard in the house. Let's go.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, come and see world-class flow artist Joshua Pila defy gravity and logic with his amazing control of combat sabers in a dazzling light show you won't be able to explain to your friends. Now, he's also going to be gloving, from what I understand.
Okay.
So, so that means playing house music is probably going to be perfect for that.
More than likely. I'm just hoping he lights something on fire and starts, flowing with that.
Dude, if he busts out with like either poi or if he has fire ropes, that'd be dope.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm afraid of with that is, we're inside of an auditorium, so
the utmost care must be taken.
Exactly. Now there will be a performance by Sacramento's favorite son of hip hop and the first Sammy Hall of Fame winner, Mr. Hooper. The demonstrations by Combat Saber Squad, Twilight Nights. I've seen Twilight Nights kill it in person. They're badass.
So bring Dave out for a rematch.
If David comes, which I hope he does, I want to see him take on two of those guys like he did last time.
Earlier today I was talking with Mrs. Fours and I told her she should, seek Dave out and beat him with a sword.
Oh, 100%. Now, this pop culture convention will feature toy and retro vendors, hourly giveaways, costume contests, best combat saber contest, again, Disney, panels by the stars, demonstrations, photo opportunities with the stars, and more. Guys, it's going to be February 11th, which is less than a week away at this point.
Saturday, right?
It's Saturday. We're 5 days away. All right. 5 days away, February 11th from noon to 5 at Fairview Middle School in Fairfield, California. Guys, I hate to use a tired out, play from the 80s, but be there or be square.
So young Phil is not kidding. This is the real deal. This is really happening. You're not going, whether you tune into Kyber Cave or you tune into Distance Nerding or both, this is your last opportunity to, number one, get in on this. Number two, go get your tickets. You can get your tickets at the door, of course, but you could also pre-order your tickets now. Go to kybercave.com for more information. This is the one and only time, this has been quoted by Mr. Michaels himself, John D. Michaels, if you are a Squid Game fan, you will not have another opportunity to get an autograph from him in the United States. This is it. This is your shot. If you are a Squid Game fan, you need to get to this con Saturday. That's it. You don't get more chances. So, again, be there, and you know the rest.
Be square.
Also, be there. Be sure to support all the other guests that are going to be there. Kyber Cave's very own drag queen Anthony is going to be there, and he's just under the guise of Rubik's Q Arcana. You're going to be able to meet unbelievably amazing actress, singer, musician. That would be Aubrey McCoy. That'd be Mrs. Fours, and she'll be there representing her band BYL. And you'll be able to, I believe, you'll be able to meet the producer of Kyber Cave, which is Mezzo, and finally, you will be able to meet the mastermind behind Kyber Cave itself. You will be able to meet the Arc Excala. He goes to many, many cons, but he's running this thing. And he runs Kyber Cave. He's a fantastic human being. You're going to be able to see everybody there. You're going to see my bros at Distance Nerding there. You're going to see John D. Michaels. You're going to see this unbelievable guest lineup. And for a con as small as this, a guest lineup of this caliber, yes, I know I'm going on and on about it. A guest lineup of this caliber is unheard of. You have to go to MegaCon Orlando to get a guest lineup of this caliber. So freaking be there, guys. Go.
Now,
done.
This week is a big deal because at the end of the week we have KyberCon, but also ahead of the Geekend update on our show this Thursday. And James was saying, push the build, special guest. He only wants to push it because he's actually going to be on the episode this Thursday for like the first time ever. But this Thursday, Matt Aguilar from Comic Book Nation is going to be on the show, and that's kind of a big deal, guys. Like, we're over here, Comic Book Nation, new rock stars, like all the big nerdy stuff that just kill. The only thing we're missing at this point is Nerdist and IGN.
And Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast is a whole different monster, you know, like that guy. We're not considering him the nerdy news outlets. You know?
No. We just count on him to be there to randomly give us checks for $10,000. That's pretty much it. Mr. Beast is there to give us money.
Exactly.
Mr. Beast give us money. Tax free.
Tax free. Now that would be amazing, right? Well, guys, all that being said, it's time to get into the meat of the show. It's time for the download. Now, I kind of screwed up. I didn't realize that because I ended up pulling up a trailer that James put in the news section, but didn't realize on the outline he put 2 other trailers. So I lined up those trailers, but they're not going to be on the Lights Camera Reaction background thing. And we're going to start with these because I want the last one to be, that's kind of the big deal, right? One of these trailers you're going to be excited for. So let's start with this trailer for Netflix's new anime series entitled Agent Elvis, where Matthew McConaughey is playing Elvis Presley.
Oh, for the love of... Okay.
It just sounds like a good idea. I just want to hear him say, "Oh, all right."
I'm done.
All right. So let's start with this trailer here, guys. We're just starting off with, and it's very much like the animation looks a lot like what is Archer, right? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, which makes it not an anime.
No. But at the same time, he starts off with, holy shit, it's fucking Elvis. And he sounds more like Matthew McConaughey than Elvis, more than anything. All right. So Kung Fu Elvis, is that what we're looking at right now? He's good. He's like Johnny Bravo, but it's just ridiculous. I'm all for this, dude.
What's your score?
My score, based on whether I want to watch this or not, is definitely 9 monkeys with a gun out of 10 60s Elvis Presley's before he got fat. Mind you, he got fat because of the drugs, but I mean, still.
I'm going to give this 4 hair coifs out of 10 blue suede shoes.
4 hair coifs out of 10 blue suede shoes. So you're not at all. You don't want to watch this at all.
If you make it a prerequisite to talk about this being on the show, yes, I'll watch it. But if I can avoid this at any cost, I absolutely will.
You know what's funny is watch. This is going to be something that you end up watching the first episode. And you're like, oh my god, I have to watch more of this. It's like Archer. Like Archer is one of those shows where it's like, what is this dumb shit? And then you keep watching it. It's like, this is hilarious.
It's like that Piccolo moment. Shit, it was good.
That was good. But it's that's like at the end of Dragon Ball Z Kai, Dragon Ball Z Abridged Kai, or Dragon Ball Z Kai Abridged. I'm trying to remember a while ago. This has
Kai.
Yeah, this has how many subscribers?
Yeah.
and unsubscribe.
I get the feeling that it's going to become one of those Rick and Morty cult followings where like only the cool kids are going to watch it, and they're going to do all the, they're going to say all the quotes from it. And if you don't know the quotes and you didn't watch the show, you're not cool. So it's like, oh my God, really? Like Pickle Rick. Like when like everybody was quoting Pickle Rick, and those who said, what the hell is Pickle Rick? Automatically all their cool points were deducted.
I'm Pickle Rick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, man. Moving on to the next trailer. I know you're going to be excited for this one. Street Fighter Duel has an actual trailer, and we're going to rock this trailer out, man. Before we do the actual reaction here, what is your initial expectation for this?
Is this what we talked about last week, the mobile game?
Yes.
So I still see it as a gacha game. But for those who love the mobile RPGs and they love Street Fighter, I think it's going to be a win. As long as it doesn't become one of those pay to win, you put $300 down on it every 2 weeks to be the best of the best on the top of the charts like every other game out there.
Right.
But yes, I'm excited for it. Should be really cool.
It sounds interesting, but I mean, at the same time, there was the I don't remember the name of it, but there was the failed like RPG they tried to do with Mortal Kombat back in the day, and it just did not do well at all. So, I mean, like, I like the idea of an RPG based on Street Fighter characters and kind of being able to just run around, but at the same time, I don't want it to be chintzy. You know what I mean?
Hey, but you know what? Kudos to them for getting their prep work done for Street Fighter 6, because this is going to help sell that game.
Oh, absolutely, man. Especially when you saw that announcement with Jewelry in it, right? And she looks
Dude,
so badass.
that game is going to sell itself. Let's just be honest about it.
I mean, Street Fighter is going to sell either way. Street Fighter is just that damn good of a game. Street Fighter 5 was amazing. So, I mean, and then when they came out with Super Street Fighter 5, it was so sick. So we shall see. Let's watch this trailer.
Let's do it.
In light of your unique
That
situation,
is the wrong trailer. So here we go. Okay, so just the little thing right there, the vibe that I get off of this is Streets of Rage meets Street Fighter.
Yeah, and not to mention they're using like Street Fighter 4 sounds from it.
Yeah. I mean, again, the sounds they're very like choppy, like like a 16-bit game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to go off and like go for nostalgia in this, because they are going with some of the base characters from the original game.
Mm-hmm.
You see right there, it was Ken, Ryu, Blanca, and Chun-Li. So I mean, like, and I think those are the 4 playable characters, right?
So you got Guile and Akuma there as well. So
Well, I mean, we see
Yep.
him in the thing up here, but I mean, I think those were the 4 that they announced as playable characters, though.
Okay. Everybody's going to be begging for Evil Ryu right off the bat.
I bet you he's going to be a skin. And I mean, again, if they make it to where you can, like you don't have to pay for the game, but then if you want to buy skins, that's a thing. You know, like I think that's what it should be. Like cosmetics should be what you pay for, but then, you don't have to pay for like gameplay stuff. Because then
Yeah.
it becomes pay to play. And pay to play
Correct.
sucks.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
But I love Marvel Strike Force too much.
Yeah, I hear you on that, man. So that being said, those were the first 2 trailers there. Let's get into the one that's on the actual docket here, and I'm fairly excited for this. Let me get to the right place right there. Sorry.
Oh, dude. We may have the arrival of a Frey girl.
Oh, yes. Shall we wait? Is she on her way right now?
She says she needs a couple minutes, so we got enough time for this trailer.
Oh, I kind of want her to react to this. So I've got something else that I was going to pop up after this. So
we could start some rumors.
We could start some rumors because
we could start some rumors. Okay,
Actually,
wait now hang on. So I don't know if you heard about it. Okay, but earlier today,
okay.
it was officially announced that hang on, finding it. Because it's these are few and far between. Okay. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. your time, we have a Nintendo Direct.
Oh, okay. So
yes, we do.
We're talking speculation right now.
We're talking speculation right now, and I foresee definitely what's going to be coming out in about 2.5 weeks, which is the new Kirby.
Okay.
I think they're going to tease more Bayonetta.
Okay, that makes sense.
They're going to probably give us one final teaser before they release Persona 5 again for like the 4th time.
Right.
But also I think we're going to see some Xenoblade DLC, and we will probably get a brand new trailer, probably an in-depth trailer of Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, and I was gonna say we're probably gonna get something Zelda related, right? We're probably gonna get something Legend of Zelda related, and I mean, does that mean, especially with the speculation that you had a couple weeks ago here, does that mean that we are gonna get a tease or possibly even an announcement for a new console?
It's possible because according to Nintendo of America, they're saying right here, Nintendo Direct live stream featuring roughly 40 minutes. We get 40 minutes this time, thank God, of information, keyword, mostly focused on Switch games launching Q1 and Q2 of this year. So mostly focused, which means they're going to save something big for the end, like they do.
Yeah. Right.
I'm thinking, and if they're saving something huge, I can go with probably like Switch 2 or Super Switch or something in development, or Pikmin 4.
That could be a thing because like people have been like, people have been hoping that they were gonna that they're gonna announce Pikmin 4 for like years now.
Oh, for the love of God, I didn't even think about it.
Huh?
Could we possibly, starting rumors, could we possibly see the first look at Metroid Prime 4?
Oh man. Again,
Could it happen?
Another big rumor because they've Nintendo has been really on the fence about saying that they're not developing another Metroid right now, but I mean, it's always a swerve. Like everything is a swerve, or like we can consider everything a swerve, right? Like no matter what it is that they're saying is happening, you never know what they're developing or what they're working on.
This could be a 2-gen jump because this stuff came out for the Wii. They skipped the Wii U. The life of the Switch is almost over. That's about 2 gens. That's 8 years, 9 years of without a new Metroid Prime, and they've got the graphical capability to do this and do it well. So, yeah.
No.
You know what I might need to do? Hold on. I might need to. Oh, you know what? Okay, you already put the link out. I'm sorry. I was going to send Jen the link, but we don't need to.
Okay, no, I was gonna say, so let's do a little bit of a different type of reaction, right? So rather than doing a trailer reaction, we're gonna do a poster reaction. Yeah. Okay. I know you're excited because this was something you suggested. So let's pop this baby out. Let's look at this brand new Super Mario Brothers movie poster. There's
That is
so much,
so superficial.
there's so much going on in this trailer in this poster, and it's awesome. So first off, Bowser looks freaking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him. Is it zooming in on the screen? Yes, it is. Okay.
That is so menacing.
Like he looks like he's gonna wreck some shop, right? Come down here. I mean, for everything that everybody hates about Chris Pratt and Charlie Day playing Mario and Luigi, like I don't have a problem with them, and they look dead on.
They yeah, for an American crew who put this together, or a European crew, whoever did it, it was not a solely Japanese thing. They did very, very well. They did extremely well.
The main complaint is that Mario has no butt, because apparently, in the games he's got a big old bubble. He's got nothing in the games.
He's got a big old belly too. He got a big old Santa Claus belly.
Yeah. But he's definitely not rocking some booty do though. So I mean,
It's gonna be a cool movie. I'm very excited for it. And I like the cast that they've got here, bringing in Donkey Kong. The penguins. Oh god, the penguins were such a nice touch to
Dude,
this.
the penguins in the trailer were hilarious, man. Now, of course, we got the Koopas on the side over here. Rainbow Road in the background. You got the floating aisles in the background right there, which is kind of cool. Coming down a little bit more. Again, like Princess Peach looks amazing. Donkey Kong looks they look just like their characters in the games, and that's a big deal for me, right? Toad, perfect.
Toad's perfect. Princess Peach looks like Elastigirl cosplaying as Princess Peach. Look at her face. That's Elastigirl from Incredibles.
The only okay,
It is.
I'll give you that.
And the Magic Koopa is perfect too.
Yeah, the Magic Koopa looks great. Now, okay, Bowser's Castle. Look at that. So dope.
Dude, freaking like nice homage to Zelda there with Death Mountain.
Yeah. It looks great. I mean, we've got a giant menacing turtle. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the party is now going to get started because the one, the only, she is one of the mods for New Rockstars. Ladies and gentlemen, Frey Girl's in the building.
Hey, girl.
Yo, what up?
What up, Frey Girl?
No, I've got my Pikachu hat on and I feel like all gangster. So
You are definitely Poke Gangster.
Well, it's because you are the biggest gangster in all of the Johto region. Just
Johto?
a thug. You're just gangster as shit.
I didn't
The
choose
late
the
host,
Pokemon
look at her.
life. The Pokemon life chose me.
The Pokemon life chose her. It's so badass. Welcome to
So,
the show.
welcome on. Now we say the late edition.
I said the late
Late host.
host.
We saved the last trailer because I kind of wanted you to react to this. So
Oh, okay.
let's bring this back up. Oh yeah, History of the World.
No
two.
way.
Yes,
I love the first one. Like,
yes.
I'm to the point where I honestly believe Spaceballs was actually History of the World Part 2. Because they had Jews in space. Remember the Jews in space part of the trailer? And I'm like,
Yes.
Rick Moranis, come on.
Oh man. And I mean Mel Brooks has said multiple times that the only way that he'll ever do Spaceballs 2 is if Rick Moranis comes back.
Yeah.
Like
That's unfortunate.
Dark Helmet is the greatest character.
I love Dark
One of the greatest
Helmet.
characters.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that movie. I love History of the World Part 1.
Mhm.
I think I got like maybe 50% of the actual references in that movie. but but yeah, no, I'm excited. I am so glad you guys saved this for me because I'm excited. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Hell yeah, let's do this. All right, so let's go ahead and start watching this trailer. I lost the screen for a second. All right, turn the music down.
Hands up where I can see them.
Good gravy is Harriet Tubman. The inventor of the bathtub?
How did these dumbasses enslave us?
Roll it.
Oh, hello.
Who is this?
It's your mama. If you're my mother, what is your last name? Mel.
It's my mother. That confirms it.
I'm Kublai Khan.
Amelia Earhart.
They're Romanovs.
I am Sigmund Freud. Join me for my masturbates. Masterclass. What?
Okay, tell me this does not remind you of Drunk History, like with the way that they're doing this.
No, yeah, I can see the drunk history. I love those things. I love the first lady one the best. It's hilarious. But
Yeah.
no, I think it does. I mean, it reminds me of that, but it also has that little bit of peak Brooks humor, that whole how did these idiots enslave us?
Yeah,
I mean, that is totally a line that Mel Brooks would write.
Exactly, right?
Who are you?
Some call me Jesus Christ, son of God.
Some call him broken corny.
My new book idea. The Kama Sutra from soup to nuts. If I'm not going slurp, 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 I'm eating soup.
God.
Judas, you pissed on my feet.
I know you hear me. You're gonna blow your hands for 30 seconds and you're just not gonna look at me?
Sorry, I only have big pieces of silver.
We are about to embark on the biggest campaign in the history of the world, part 2.
Well, I think we're supposed to get 2 of every animal.
I got 2 chihuahuas, 2 Pekingeses, 2 pugs. Actually, I got 3 pugs. Don't tell God.
Oh my god.
What ideas have you got for Shakespeare?
What if we do a play, but it's got music and singing?
People sing their feelings.
Someday, the masses will adore me as together we stand tall.
Okay, hold on. Is that Jack Black as Stalin?
Yes.
That is amazing.
That is very reminiscent of the Spanish Inquisition part of the
Right.
first one, when they had the number in the pool, and they did actually do the song, the road song. We're off to the road to Judea. Boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka.
Oh, this is so great. I cannot wait. And it's going to be on Hulu, so I can't wait to continue this. Hold on.
Anyone else with a good idea?
Josh Gad is Shakespeare. Makes much sense.
I'm liking the cast.
Yeah, like I said, Josh Gad as Shakespeare is great.
I'm liking the cast. I think that this, if anything, it will be 4 nights of hilarity because it's a 4-night event.
Oh God, that's going to be so great. Okay.
That's fantastic.
That is 100% without a doubt. 10
You got nothing.
so much I can go with, man. 10 singing Stalins out of 10 Black Jesuses.
That's good. That's good. All right, I'm gonna do 10, and I'm gonna go old school on this. I'm gonna do 10 dancing nuns
Okay.
out of 10 chariot races.
Yes. Talk about iconic scenes from that movie. All right.
Right? I
Fours.
was gonna say 10 eunuchs. Well, that's a little bit,
I am going to take you to Old Brooks here.
Oh shit!
And I am going to give this.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm going to
Forrest,
give
come
this
on.
10 rings of the Schwartz
Yeah.
out of 10 telegrams to Mongo.
Oh.
You know what's funny is I thought about making references to like Young Frankenstein
I
and
thought about that too.
Dracula Dead and Loving It and things like that, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go with what I saw in the trailer. But no,
Although,
man,
I have to
Okay.
ask, how in the cocaine bear shit are they getting away with this in 2023?
because it's Mel Brooks and he can get
Yeah.
away with anything. Man.
It's Mel Brooks. If it were anybody else, like Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks have like carte blanche. Well, I mean, not anymore because Carl Reiner's has passed, but they would have because the
I will
1,000-year-old, just for the 1,000-year-old man.
I will be watching this just to listen to Jack Black sing.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
And I kind of want to see if they're gonna do a Mel Brooks cameo or a Patrick Stewart cameo because he was in Men in Tights.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'd like to
Men
see
in
Rick
Tights
Moranis
was
in
such
it
a good movie.
myself.
Yeah.
Mel.
I almost went there with mine, but
Yeah,
I
Mel,
don't know it as well as History of the World Part 1. So
Mel Brooks. I mean, name a movie that he's made that he didn't make some type of cameo in. So I mean,
that's true because he was in Robin Hood Men in Tights. I remember that.
He was in all of them, wasn't he?
Yeah.
he's been in every movie he's ever made.
Like Peter Jackson.
What was what was that movie that he did about? I can't remember. It was it called The End? Or no, it's High Anxiety.
Oh, okay.
I loved High Anxiety. A lot of people haven't seen it or they saw it but they don't remember much of it. But I loved it because he was in a mental hospital. I think Burt Reynolds was in it.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds is in High Anxiety.
Yeah. But it was just really great. Like it was, and it had like Marcel Marceau, and he spoke in it, and he's like a famous mime, and it was just odd. It was one of those odd Mel Brooks, and I just loved it. I ate every bit of it.
Right.
Like good pudding.
All right, well, guys, it is time to move on here, and we're gonna get into the news portion here, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the download.
Going to the download. Gonna have some
Oh,
fun.
and Jen, we are
Going
happy
to
that
the
you're
download.
here because we got some stuff that's right up your alley.
Yes, we do. Now, guys, check out the Distance Nerdington post for more news, all the trailers, all the reactions, and let us know what you're nerding out on this week. We've got all kinds of trailers, guys. You just got to check out the Nerdington post, see everything that we post. Of course, Cam is constantly posting in there, and we love it. And just kind of all the fun things, all the new announcements, anything that we don't cover on the show ends up inside the Nerdington post. So let's get into it. So there's not going to be as many jokes. So we're just going to have to kind of ad lib this week because I had to write everything. So
Well, I didn't get a script, so this will be fun. Off the cuff,
I know,
Jen.
right? Right. So starting off this week in Last Airbender news, I don't know. Guys, Azula might be getting a chance at redemption in the new graphic novel. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Azula in the Spirit Temple. I am stupid excited for this because Dark Horse and Avatar Studios just recently announced that they're going to be doing new graphic novels for the beloved Avatar, The Last Airbender series. The graphic novel is titled Avatar: The Last Airbender, Azula in the Spirit Temple, and will follow the crazy firebender as she tries to destabilize the Fire Nation. The synopsis also teases a chance for Azula to redeem herself. That should be interesting. The story comes from a team consisting of Faith Aaron Hicks, Peter Wortman, Adele Matera, and then lettering for Azula in the Spirit Temple will be done by Jimmy Betancourt.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, they got some pretty heavy hitters on this.
I'm excited because my son, he just turned 20 yesterday. But
Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh yeah.
He
Thank you for
he's
loving
just
up. Because he leveled up.
yes, level up day. Which I tell him that he's really the only one I'd ever say happy birthday to because I was actually involved in his birth. So that's the only appropriate time.
Right.
But everything else is level up.
That makes sense.
It's Gen Sense somewhere up here. But no, I think it's gonna be great. I hope that if it does well, that they adapt it into like an animated series because I'd love to see it as an animated series as well.
Right. You know,
She
and
was
that
one of my favorites.
no, absolutely, and I agree. It's one of my favorite shows. It's easily one of the best, American cartoons. That's ever gone on. I mean, the story is completely epic. It's great. Can't wait to see what Avatar Studios is going to come up with. And I love that they're doing graphic novels and books to kind of like lead into some of the stories.
Well, I'm sorry. Like, no, he started watching it. He started watching Avatar, like the real one. I've seen it years ago, but he started watching it.
Nice.
And yeah, so we're actually rewatching it. So this will be perfect after we finish it to go and get this and read it.
So I do have a James isn't here, so these are going to suck opsis. James isn't here, so these are going to suck opsis. Synopsis. You know what the best part is that James isn't even watching anymore. So it's like
Yeah, all of the smart ass comments have stopped, so we're safe. Let's go.
he's not even here to catch the joke. So Azula continues her destabilization campaign against the Fire Nation and her brother, Fire Lord Zuko. But after the failed attack on her latest target, Azula finds herself in a mysterious forest temple inhabited by a solitary monk. What first seems like a place of safety. Wait, sorry, I read that wrong. What first seems like a place to safely pass the night is quickly revealed to be something horrifyingly different. Azula is forced to confront her past and will finally face her chance at redemption. But will she take it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So you can read Azula in the Spirit Temple when it hits local bookshelves on September 26th or local comic shops on September 27th, and pre-orders are now open. The main cover is by Wortman and Matera, and the graphic novel will have an MSRP of $12.99. Are you guys going to be picking that up?
Oh yeah, I'll be picking it up. I want to say, most comic book shops will do pre-orders as well. So
Right.
even if you do want to pre-order it, go to your local shop first just to check out because, hey, we always want to shop local. We want to support our local community wherever we are.
Yes. Unfortunately, my local community / comic stuff is like literally 30 miles away.
Yes.
Trash.
Well, that's what happens when Florida man lives in the boonies.
Yeah. I was going to say, when we first moved back from San Diego, I actually had my San Diego shop like send me stuff. I would like pay them monthly and they would just send all my books for that month. And I did that for like 6 months before I found a shop local that I could pick everything up because I didn't want to miss anything. So,
Right.
Yeah.
So hooray for Azula.
Yay,
Hooray for Azula.
And comic shops. Especially in hobby shops.
Hobby shops. Hibbity hobbity. Hobbity. Speaking of hobbits, not really. Are you guys ready to return to the Coliseum? Because I am. Ladies and gentlemen, Paramount Pictures has announced that the highly anticipated Ridley Scott directed film Gladiator 2 will hit theaters on November 22nd, 2024.
I almost said, "Are you still entertained?"
Wait for it. Oscar-nominated breakout star Paul Mescal is set to star in the film as Lucius, the son of Lucilla and nephew of Commodus, the son of the Roman leader Marcus Aurelius, who murdered his father and seized the throne. Commodus was a giant turd.
That was Joaquin Phoenix, right?
I was gonna say, but Joaquin Phoenix is so good at just creating characters that are just like, dude, I hate you.
I have issues with Joaquin Phoenix, so I'm just gonna.
What Joaquin Phoenix is just a weird dude in general, but I mean, You
I
know,
have issues. I just have some issues with him. So we're just gonna leave it at that.
okay, all right.
Never met him in person. This is not a personal thing.
It's just some of the stuff that he does.
Yep. Just
Yeah. No, I understand. I get it.
Yep.
Commodus met his downfall on the gladiator ring against Maximus, who, despite being mortally wounded, took down the emperor before passing on to reunite with his family. Maximus had saved Lucius and his mother, leaving a lasting impression on the young boy.
Uh-oh. This calls for a "Are you entertained?" Opsis. Come on, do it. You know you want to.
Are you entertained, Opsis?
Thank you.
There is no synopsis, though. So I mean,
I know. Just wanted to say it.
Scott will direct the film. Ridley Scott will direct the film from a script written by David Scarpa, and it will go on into production after he makes his Napoleon movie. When previously talking about making a Gladiator sequel, Scott said, "You can't just do another Gladiator type movie. You've got to follow. There's enough components from the first one to pick up the ball and continue it."
One does not simply make another Gladiator movie.
One does not simply find a villain as evil as Commodus.
Not with
For a
10,000
sequel.
men can you do this. It is folly.
So are we thinking we're gonna get like a Caligula type or like a Nero type of emperor in this?
It's hard to call because I mean, like, Nero could make sense, but Nero was way before Marcus Aurelius and Commodus.
That's true.
Yeah. Caligula was some time after them, because you got to remember the Roman Empire lasted 1,000 years, right?
Oh
So,
yeah, it lasted forever. I just
Yeah.
thought maybe we might get that type, but
Yeah.
I mean they'll probably, I mean they were really good about at least having it historically pseudo accurate. So yeah, so I mean they'll probably pick somebody, but I just wondered. I was like, what will we get this time?
yeah. I mean, I could see them doing Marcus Brutus because there was like 3 dudes in history named Brutus. So it's like I can see them doing Marcus Brutus, just because it would make sense for them to do something along that line.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that does make more sense.
Yeah, and Marcus Brutus wasn't too long after this. I mean, you got to remember, like, Commodus and like Marcus Aurelius, Commodus was his son, but like they were they're very different. The actual figures were very different from their characters in the movies.
Yeah.
That's
why I said pseudo.
Right. I mean, it is like a pseudo fiction thing. So I mean, yeah. My name is
Ooh, this next one looks good.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. Gladiator 2 will be not entertained.
We won't be entertained until November 22nd, 2024.
Wow.
You want to catch the next one, man?
Yes.
All right.
So in gaming, video game developers, voice actors, and more upset after James Gunn announces all DC media will be connected. James Gunn recently announced some of the plans and ideas for the DC universe under his watchful eye, and fans seem to be a little mixed on the news. One big part of the announcement was the fact that Gunn stated one of his jobs is to make sure that all movies, TV shows, and video games moving forward would be connected to each other. An exception is anything outside of the DC universe he and Peter Safran are creating, and Gunn lists Todd Phillips' Joker and Teen Titans Go. These will be labeled as Elseworld content. In addition to the projects, Gunn said that characters will move between live action and animated projects as well as video games, with the idea being that the same actor will portray the character in every iteration. The idea is to maintain a feeling of continuity, which is admirable. Geez, I wonder where they got that idea from. Star Wars. So, as noted, The approach will quickly rack up costs unless they really minimize the speaking roles in these projects. With the bill growing so much, chances are that there will most likely be fewer resources for other teams on the project, including the modelers, artists, programmers, writers, etc. If you felt Gotham Knights had a rough launch, just wait until even fewer resources go into a game because they have to pay the Hollywood stars. Not to mention, this directly impacts the voice acting industry. Now, here's my 2 cents on this.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Yes. It could be. It could be.
Lukewarm take.
I can't recover from that. All right, so here's the hot take. I was gonna say the Forzopsis, but we're synopsising too much.
Forzopsis! Synopsis!
Okay, so I'm going to voice my displeasure and my disappointment when the Marvel Avengers game and the Spider-Man games came out for PS5 and PS4. Only because of the amount of work and it just that went into the graphics, the modeling, the character design, the story, the writing, everything. It was criminal for them not to cast the MCU actors for speaking roles in those games. I'm explaining to you why. Because they came out right alongside Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
So for them to shortchange us the way they're talking here, and they're explaining that they're going to have less resources, why not go ahead and just sit down and have that meeting with Grant Gustin and be like, look, dude, we have so many things the Flash is going to be in. Are you in or are you out? We're talking video games, TV spots, movie spots. Are you in or are you out? I think that would be a fair conversation to have just to get it established in the beginning. Yes, Gotham Knights did have a rough launch, but then again, I don't think it was rough because of the acting or anything like that. I think the gameplay mechanics just plain sucked.
Well,
because
didn't Cyberpunk have a hard?
It wasn't even tight. Like Spider-Man was tight. Yeah. Batman Arkham Asylum was tight. This was not tight.
Right, but this is also Warner Brothers Montreal, who did Arkham Origins, which was again not that tight of a game. So
which was tighter than this.
Yeah.
So to say that fewer resources are going into a game because they have to pay the Hollywood stars, for the love of God, negotiate with the stars.
Oh, so
negotiate.
The main issue, because what I left out of the article was like the thousands of tweets that people were like putting up, and the outrage is more so because they feel like they're shortchanging voice actors in doing this.
Yes.
Well, a lot of people are saying like, there's no actress that you can get in live action will ever be will ever be able to do what Tara Strong does for Harley Quinn, things like that. That's kind of where they're going with everything. And it's like, they're saying that the other problem is that they're going to have to pay all these actors to come and voice these characters in video games and animation, and they're never as good as a voice actor who sits there and records 30 lines just to get one so it sounds good in the game,
that's true. However, there are so many spot on rising YouTube stars who are celebrity impersonators, and they do it extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
These are people who can finally get their shot. Finally. A big example. I think his name is Brian Hall. You ever heard of Brian Hall?
Is that Hull or H?
Yes.
Okay.
Brian Hall.
It sounds familiar.
It's okay. So Brian Hall is the single greatest Disney character impersonator in the world. Period.
Oh, that's probably why.
And he's not been offered anything. This guy can do literally every voice from every classic Disney animated cartoon, from Winnie the Pooh to good old Pete from Goof Troop.
Nor will he ever be offered anything, because Disney is really big on so Disney is notorious in the voice acting industry for, if you get a role, you have that role for life. So there's no re-auditions or anything like that. They're not it's not like how Looney Tunes, they audition for every project that they do or every episode. It's if you have a character, if you, for example, Brett Iwan plays Mickey, right? So if Brett Iwan has the role of Mickey, then he does Mickey in everything that Mickey is in, because they want consistency. So the whole thing is, number one, somebody would either have to leave the role or, God forbid, pass away. And if that person passes away or anything like that, because they'll call people, like if they haven't done anything with the character since 1970 and that person's still alive, they'll call that person and be like, hey, you played this character in this movie, we need you to come back and voice the character. So it's like, they
like they did with oh God, Uncle Scrooge.
Yeah.
I mean, at age 94.
Yeah.
You mean Scrooge McDuck?
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck. So I mean,
Alan Young. Thank you. Alan Young.
So they're really big on that kind of thing. So Disney will not ever seek him. If a role opens, then he's open to audition for that character, but that doesn't mean that he's going to get it either.
Truth.
So,
there were so many more better solos, and look what we got. So anyway,
I have a differing opinion. Although I do know a lot of voice actors, and I do think that they are being a little bit overlooked. But I mean, if they put it in their contract, hey, when you say yes to this, then you're doing it all. If we do an animation thing, you're going to do that. You're going to do. So you have instead of asking them to come back, hey, we're putting this is a contract that if we do something on this and we have you in a video game, you're going to come and do video game stuff. Or they may take just some of their lines from the movie and use it. I mean, however they're going to do it. We don't know those logistics, but I like the consistency. I mean, it was always such a cool thing when I played the Marvel games when Coulson was in them and it was Clark Gregg. I was always like, oh, that's so cool. So I get that. But I do see, I would love Tara Strong to just do whatever. But here's what I would love. The voice actors that you have, give them something too. Like, give them something live action or give them something animation so that they're not out of work. And they can do other things. Like Tara Strong should be able to be in live action as somebody, she's Miss Minutes in Loki. So, she has transitioned to TV. But
now here's the thing about all of this, right?
That's what I think.
No, and it's a good thought, right?
Point,
it is a great point. But here's the thing is he also mentioned Elseworlds content.
Yeah.
Right. I think what he's actually trying to say, and where people are getting all twisted up, is he's saying that everything that's within their world that they're trying to create, if there's a video game that's in this world, if there is like the main continuity that they're creating, he wants consistency in the acting. That doesn't mean that we're not going to get other animation stuff. That doesn't mean we're not going to get other video games. That doesn't mean that we're not going to get other things that don't exist within this corner of the DC universe. It's just when things do that, when things are a part of that universe, he wants consistency in the acting. He doesn't want voice matching. He wants the actual person playing the character in live action to play the character in the game, to play the character in animation. Right? It works. It's not so much because then you get more consistency across the line. But he's not saying that we're not going to do things like Todd Phillips' Joker, or we're not going to do cartoons like Teen Titans Go. He mentioned specifically we're doing Teen Titans Go, which means, and they have their own universe where Tara Strong is still involved in that and everything like that. Like, they're not going to be getting rid of things. They're still going to have consistent DC things on the side. Just they're also going to be having things that all exist within the same universe.
What if we get like some of the really cool Elseworld stories, like Batman by Gaslight or Gotham by Gaslight, as a game, and it's already Elseworlds? Think about that.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, that's it doesn't seem like what.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
just thought about it. And I was like, oh my god.
No, and you're right, but I mean, like, it's the same thing. Like, I think what he's doing is he's saying that he wants consistency within the DC universe that they're creating,
Yeah.
but people are taking it as, well, nothing else is going to get created.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna be this way or this way. It's not. It could be both.
Yeah, they're making it black and white when he made statements that literally said, unless it's Elseworlds, which is they're going to be doing, I want consistency in the acting.
It still gives me a tingling feeling knowing that he said that, and people are quoting him saying Elseworlds, because I was a lot way back in the day before YouTube was hugely popular. I had a podcast on a lot of the audio stuff, and it was called the Elseworlds Podcast.
Right.
And it was about just everything comics and movies and TV shows, and that was what it was. So I thought it was cool. And so him saying that, I'm like, oh, little tingle, little flutter.
Little Jen tingle.
Yeah, that's why I was Frey Girl, the fan girl last week.
Husbeard, we see you in the chat.
Oh yeah. Graveyard is a ghost.
It's gravy.
Like Soink Scoop.
It's
Roast
gravy
rare.
without the potatoes.
I don't like roast.
So what else we got? What else we got going on in
Staying in
DC?
DC? Exactly. Staying in DC, James Gunn is sharing the comics that are inspiring his Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters DC film lineup. So we were talking about this. What was it, last week or the week before?
Yeah,
we were talking about it last week.
Yeah, when the slate came out. Yeah.
Right. So we were talking about like what comics that we thought we were gonna that we thought were gonna be the inspiration on this.
And I found them all. I found a whole damn list.
Right. Well, Frey called a lot of these.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
She called this out, right? And I mean, we kind of both called this out because, like, because I also mentioned, like, oh, I think All-Star Superman, and he announced All-Star Superman. So it's been quite a crazy week for DC fans. There's been a lot of excitement and a lot of doubt about what James Gunn and Peter Safran are doing with DC Studios. This is just the beginning of their 8 to 10 year plan in which they will reboot DC heroes like Batman, Superman, and introduce several new characters to the DC Cinematic Universe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off while I was saying that, Frey. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, just I'm just so excited. I mean, I just think that this is, the more he talks, the more he gives out stuff like this, the more that I am convinced he's the right person for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
That creatively he knows what, and he's trying to, give the DC fans not what they want, but what they need to build a great world.
Right.
And then once they build that great world, they're going to blow some of it up. So, I mean,
you notice they're pulling stories not just from the classic, they're pulling stories from the New 52, and they're pulling stories from the Rebirth. So he's not prejudiced here. Like he's just picking stories that he likes
for good
and
stories,
he's just integrating them.
Right.
Absolutely.
So Gunn recently took to Twitter to give fans an idea of the specific comic book runs that serve as inspiration for the upcoming projects that he and his team are developing for Superman, Batman, Supergirl, Swamp Thing, as well as the big screen debut of Wildstorm's team, The Authority. The first thing that Gunn mentioned is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King, which we talked about.
Did you see the thing that Tom King did that he actually retweeted or put on Instagram? That he was like, Tom King was like, hey, I know it's sold out everywhere. I just found all of my comps. I'm going to sign them all and give them out at this signing that I'm doing this weekend. So he made sure that not only did people get copies of the comic, but they're signed by the writer. It's like,
that's awesome.
It feels so much more camaraderie. I don't know if that's a word, but it is now.
I know what you mean.
But there's much more like camaraderie, and James Gunn's not just thinking about movies and TV. He's thinking about, let's sell more comics so we get more people invested, and then the comics keep coming so we have more stories to tell.
Right.
It's just amazing.
So yeah, so Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow by Tom King. He then goes on to share the cover art for All-Star Superman, the Deluxe Edition, Batman by Grant Morrison, the Omnibus Volume 1, Absolute Swamp Thing by Alan Moore, and the Authority Omnibus by Warren Ellis.
I want to know, when you guys read The Authority, if you have not read it, have either of you read it? The Authority?
I have.
Okay. Well, then Phil, you're out of this. But so fours, if you do, like, once you get to the Authority, I want to know your reaction when you finish it, because I just find I love The Authority, and I came onto it late, and I actually got into it because of Planetary, and then went into Authority because of Stormwatch. And I was
how
like,
you get into like most comics is like you have a character that makes an appearance inside of a book, and you're like, oh, I want to read more. Like if you remember, if you and like us, if you were a comic reader back in the 90s, there was always like Adventure Continues in Spider-Man or Amazing Spider-Man #3, you know, or something
there
like
was a
that.
freaking crossover like every month, different characters. Like, I mean, Spider-Man was in every freaking Marvel comic, I think, for like 2 years straight. It was just dude, give this guy a sandwich and a break. Let him take a nap.
Especially during Secret Wars, you know, like when they were doing Secret Wars, he was all over the place. You know, same thing. Like when
Civil War 2, Civil War, he was in everything in Civil War 2.
Right. Well, when they did Secret Invasion, Deadpool was all over the place.
I'm wondering if this Secret Invasion isn't going to show Deadpool.
I hope they do.
I do too.
But because I mean, he played a big part. He also because he got the Dark Avengers involved, and then he started messing with like, you know, he started messing with they're about to make Thunderbolts. He started messing with the Thunderbolts, you know, like it's just because he's a dick. So it's just like, why not, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, he started messing with like Iron Patriot, and when he was in charge of the Dark Avengers and everything like that. Like, yeah, no, just Deadpool. Yeah, and it's mainly because he was like he knew how to tell a scroll from someone who wasn't. So he was like, oh yeah, no, he's a scroll. Like, what do you mean he's a scroll? He's a scroll. He's
like, well, I've known he's a scroll forever. Oh, you guys didn't know that? It's like, oh my god.
So Gunn previously shared a photo of a cheese plate with Morrison's Batman Omnibus volumes in the background. Fans thought he was teasing a type of Batman movie that he might be developing, and they were right. So Gunn makes sure that
it's all about the cheese,
right? To point out, right? But Gunn makes sure to point out that in the tweet that they're not adapting the comics. This is just what they're using for look and feel and tone.
It's probably what they're using to like start their Bible,
right,
on each character.
You know, and it's like it's great that he's actually saying, hey, go read Batman by Grant Morrison, which is a great, if you've never read the Batman runs that Grant Morrison did, amazing. Like again, Arkham Asylum by Grant Morrison is one of my favorite books. And you know, and it's just like the artwork was haunting, but the story just went into the psyche of every character, and it makes you. That was the one that established that the psychosis in a lot of the villains are due to the fact that they're countering Batman's psychosis. So it's basically, you know, you have this kind of like, you know, counter psychosis that's happening between Batman. Like Batman causes his villains, and his villains are created by Batman. So it's like they really go into like the psyche of the characters, and that's what makes it so great. Grant Morrison was really good about writing like that, though. Like he did
that. Like he did a run on X-Men, right? Too.
Yeah.
And I want to say I read that too, and he like really went in deep with the characters there. He's a very character driven writer,
right?
And it really is amazing some of the stuff and where he goes. He's not afraid to go to the dark places with characters, and
right?
It's really cool.
Absolutely.
I mean, I liked Long Halloween. I think that just stylized and just that story itself, I loved that. There's so many storylines you can adapt, like
Matt Reeves. Yeah. Oh God, I want to see that so bad. Matt Reeves, the Batman, was, and I had called this from the beginning, just looking at the trailer. I was like, everybody needs to go read Long Halloween, because the tone of this trailer looks like Long Halloween. And I kept saying, like, it would be dope if they brought in Calendar Man and you actually find out that Calendar Man is like the villain behind the scenes the entire time.
Oh yeah.
But I like that they kind of did like a almost like a mishmash of the Riddler and Calendar Man together.
Well, Riddler needed the love because
Mhm.
for the longest time, Riddler has played second fiddle to the Joker, and they're two totally different
Oh yeah.
characters. And so, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to get onto my Joker nonsense.
C-class
either,
villain.
so.
C-class villain.
So moving on from here. Now the news topics are a little jumbled and all over the place just because I didn't have a chance to actually organize everything based on I just kind of wrote everything as it was there. Because I didn't have that much time to do everything. So moving on to the next one here. Oh, that was what I was supposed to be at. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Moving on to the next one.
I already knew that.
Guys, Hit Monkey. Did you guys watch Hit Monkey?
No.
I did not.
Good. It was so
I hear it's
ridiculous.
amazing.
Yes.
Isn't like Jason Sudeikis? Doesn't
Jason
he play
Sudeikis. Well,
Hit
Jason
Monkey?
Sudeikis plays. No, he plays Bryce.
Bryce, okay.
Fred Tatasciore plays Hit Monkey.
Oh, okay, cool. My husband's been like, "Oh, we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it." So it's on our list.
Yeah, it got renewed for season 2 on Hulu.
Yay! That means I can watch it and get a second season. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for Invincible season 2.
Oh, and that's another one that's coming too.
Oh.
So the new season will follow Hit Monkey, played by Fred Tatasciore, and Bryce, played by Jason Sudeikis, as they travel from Japan to New York City. Fred Tatasciore voices Hit Monkey. The returning voice cast also includes Olivia Munn as Akiko Yokohama and Ali Makai as Haruka. In addition, Leslie Jones will be joining the show for season 2 in an undisclosed role. The show was created by Josh Gordon and Will Speck, who also serve as executive producers. 20th Television Animation serves as the studio behind the series. So do you guys remember the whole deal with like Hit Monkey and how it came to be?
Isn't he like a hitman that gets trapped in a monkey's body because he dies and his soul gets put in a monkey or something like that?
No, so he's a monkey that learns how to become a hitman.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
I must be thinking of something else. Although, you know what? That would work too.
And what's funny is well, he's a Japanese snow monkey. And he actually has a lot of ties with Deadpool. Like Deadpool interacts with Hit Monkey a lot in the comics.
Cool.
But when I said, do you guys know how it came to be? I meant more so along the lines of Jeff Loeb when he was doing Marvel Television.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
sorry, I was like,
no,
wasn't he?
No, it's fine. So when Jeff Loeb was in charge of Marvel Television, he created he put in an order for 4 different shows. 2 of them got made, 2 of them got canceled. So there was MODOK, Tigra and Dazzler, Howard the Duck, and Hit Monkey. Tigra and Dazzler got canceled. Howard the Duck got canceled, which that upset me because Howard the Duck was being showrun and written by Kevin Smith, and that would have been amazing.
He would have done a really good job on that too.
Oh yeah, I think he would have done great with Howard the Duck. But we got MODOK, and MODOK got canceled after the first season. I thought MODOK was hilarious.
I loved it, and I was waiting to find out what happened.
Yeah. So
like,
I mean,
does he go back in the past and he actually saves his family?
Right.
Probably not because he's MODOK, but
exactly.
It still would have been fun to watch him screw everything up.
Right, but MODOK got canceled after the first season. Hit Monkey's the only one that survived, so it's getting a second season. And the other crazy thing on this is it's not going to have the Marvel branding.
Oh,
so it's basically they're veering off and making it its own thing, but it's not going to be related to Marvel at this point.
So it's going to be kind of like an Elseworlds for Marvel,
almost kind of
for
thing.
Like not even a what if. I mean, it's
right.
Not even going to be tangentially related, I guess.
Right. That'll be interesting to see what they do, if it still follows the comics or if it just completely veers off in a different direction.
It always looks good, and the animation I've seen so far, like just from stuff I've seen, like commercials and things and trailers on Hulu and stuff, it really looks good. We just haven't. Look, I'm so behind. I haven't even finished season 15 of Supernatural, but that's just because I don't want it to be over.
Gotcha.
Forge, rumors are they're bringing it back. Don't worry.
That's true. Forge, you want to take the next one?
Yes. Alrighty. So, in Marvel news, All right, Scott Lang's memoir from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, is real, and you can buy it now. So in the
It's coming
trailer
out
for
in
Ant-Man,
September.
oh my God! So in the trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, we learn that Paul Rudd's character Scott Lang wrote a memoir titled "Look Out for the Little Guy." Well, that book is real. It does exist, and it is now available for pre-order on Amazon. Marvel announced the amusing tie-in book on social media with a video of Rudd reading aloud an excerpt from the book. Rudd says, "Scott is many things: former convict, a dad, an Avenger, but he's also a best-selling author. And now you can purchase his very real book, Look Out for the Little Guy. This once movie prop is now an actual real-life book that you can actually purchase where books are sold." Now, how's that for meta?
That
Right?
I'm so it's a memoir. So my whole thing is like, did somebody actually go in there and write an entire memoir based on a fictional character?
So here's the deal for me. I will buy this if it's an audiobook voiced by him.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
So in any case, it's time for Professional Thief Opsis.
Professional Thief Opsis. Synopsis.
What?
This is the incredible story. Oh my God, I love having you on the show, Jen.
Close up magic opsis. Synopsis.
This is the incredible story of an ex-con turned world-saving superhero. In Look Out for the Little Guy, Scott Lang shares with the world a bracingly honest account of his struggles and triumphs, from serving time to being a divorced dad to becoming Ant-Man and joining the Avengers. These are stories of epic battles won and lost, as this everyman turned superhero finally tells all. From the official account of what really happened between the Avengers and Thanos to how shrinking down to ant size really feels, to the challenges of balancing the roles of hero and dad. Across his many adventures, big and small, Scott has gathered the wisdom of countless amazing experiences into this. The first memoir from a real-life Avenger. Once you learn the unforgettable details of his epic journey, you won't need to be reminded to look out for the little guy. This is awesome, and there's no doubt that the book is going to make for an entertaining read. Oh my God.
Pre-order now.
Okay, no, the best part of this is that they also have a forward written by Bruce Banner. And the introduction says
That's hilarious.
introducing the man behind the hero and the hero I call friend.
So Look Out for the Little Guy is now available for pre-order on Amazon. I am very, very curious.
Okay,
if
I've
this
got like
is
a tagline
written.
for this. So when
Yeah,
they do
go
the
for it.
second commercial, which
Okay.
the first commercial or the first thing for it was hilarious, because Paul Rudd says, "I'm pretty sure I didn't write this." Like he's not sure. It's so look out for the book coming set in September. Look out for the little guy. They're not all gems here, people. Okay.
I'm very curious to the verbiage in this book. I really am. I'm very curious as to how amazing he's going to make himself look during the retelling of all these battles, and how he's going to give people like little nicknames, and how he's going to talk about Spider-Man, and how he, like, this punk ass teenager thinks he's so great with his webs, and like I could see this all happening.
Mm-hmm. I think there should be like maybe an epilogue with from Luis about
Oh my God,
how
that would
he
be
found a
so
guy.
great.
It would
That'd
need
be
the
Yeah, it would be amazing. Doesn't he also have a podcast? Is it called Look Out for the Little Guy too?
I
don't remember. It was in Miss Marvel, and it's been a minute since I watched it, but I know she like listened to his podcast.
It was something like that.
I don't know if it was the same as the book, or if she just said I listened to his podcast. So where he has a whole bunch of people on. So
Right. Well, I gotta ask you this: going from an account of a real life Marvel hero to the most powerful Rangers in the universe. Are you a Ranger fan?
A Ranger. Oh yeah.
Originals.
You know, I
Originals.
really liked their
And Zeo.
outfits and thought they were cool and wanted to be the Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
But that was about it. Other than that, I was like, okay.
I mean, I always wanted to be Tommy, to throw it out there, right?
Oh, really? You wanted to be Tommy?
Rest in peace, Jason David Frank. But I mean, like, you know, I was a big fan of the green / White Ranger.
I think that I think most of the boys wanted to be Tommy. He was I think of all the characters, he was probably the most three-dimensional.
Which is funny because Jason was the leader, but Tommy was just a badass.
Yeah, absolutely. So that I honestly, a lot of people wanted to be Tommy. And I'm telling you, I like green, so I wouldn't mind putting the green uniform on, wouldn't mind putting the white uniform on. It would get dirty. It is not practical, but I would absolutely wear it.
So let's get into this news, right? So David Yost is sharing a script for the first episode of his Power Rangers project, Quantum Continuum. David Yost, best known as the original Blue Ranger on Mighty Morphin's Power Rangers. If you follow him on social media, you know that he's been working on a personal project called Quantum Continuum. In case you're not in the know, Yost has teased for a while that he's been working on writing his own Power Ranger storyline following the original Rangers years later. Many fans have been dying to see it, and while we may never get that chance, Yost did recently give fans a treat. You can now download the entire script of the first episode of Quantum Continuum for free. Yost put it up on WeTransfer for you to read and scour. I mean, I like the idea of like a continuation series that says, hey, this is what happened a couple years later with the original characters, with the original cast.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's kind of cool. I mean, that's something that I've always like as a fan of certain fandoms. I'm always like, well, what happened after? Like, I've been playing that. I'm in this part of the Lego Star Wars game where I hate it, but but I love it. And I'm like 70, like almost 80% completely finished with everything. So of course I hate it right now. But I've been playing that, and it came up to it, like totally just came to me, and I was like, did Luke and Leia ever talk about their mother? Did they go see her grave? Did they mourn her at all? I mean, they were all about dad, and now like it's like, you know, your mom died in this dramatic way. So like, did you guys and my son, who is my
sadness
of aficionado,
you know what they did talk about? Sand.
Yeah, see, that's it.
It's
They're all like,
everywhere.
no, sand, it gets everywhere.
Of course. Yeah, that gets everywhere.
If you need
Sand.
a shower and you don't have any water,
It's everywhere.
sand,
Love that.
it'll take that skin right off. But he was telling me that I guess Leia did, like it's in canon, like one of the comics, she actually went and visited Amidala's grave, because I was just like, you know, but they never really went into that, and I feel like they should at least, I don't know, say something about it. Say, you know, in the games or something. Well, you know, we really miss mom too, or you know, I don't know. I was just having
make
a moment.
Luke even more whiny than he already is.
Yeah, he was pretty emo.
He's super emo.
He's not as emo as Kylo.
Oh God, no.
But he was kind of that, going through the Lego things and then going, no, you're not my father. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? When are your balls dropping?
Oh God. So
you know, my son is 20 now, so I can actually like let go a little.
That's pretty funny. So going back to the topic at hand.
Sorry.
Y'all desecrated my favorite character of all time. That's good. You're good.
You don't even know. I love Luke Skywalker. I like Return of the Jedi is like my favorite Star Wars movie. I love it so much.
Don't worry.
He was a badass in that movie.
Don't worry. I'm not going to go all James and the Rock on you. It's okay.
The Rock is the only person. Okay.
So back to Power Rangers.
Okay.
Whereas Power Rangers would say, back to action.
Back to action. So from people who have read the script, They've said it's actually really good. There's a lot of stuff that's in there for older fans, and it seems like Yoast put a lot of thought into the project itself. A lot of people are basically kind of like petitioning to say that once they do Once and Always, which is the show that Hasbro and Netflix are doing, the reunion special, they're saying like to see if they do like a limited TV series based on this. Now, of course, it would only be 4 Rangers because 2 of the originals have passed, unfortunately. But I mean, you know, it would be nice to kind of see, especially if it's like a more adult thing that was written by one of the original cast members. I think that would be a kind of cool way to visit the characters and kind of where their mindset goes after, you know.
No, I agree. I think it's great. And I mean, we don't get enough of that. We don't get enough of, well, what happened later? Like, how did they, we just get that little moment in time. And then it's like, okay, but I want to know more.
Right.
But I do that on every TV show. Like, I'm just like, wait a minute. Why can't we do that? I'm like, why can't I find out other stuff?
I want to know more stuff.
I love stuff. Stuff's cool.
I like stuff. Stuff is cool. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just being derivative now. All right.
No, we played the Rick and Morty Munchkin game.
Oh, God.
You guys ever played Munchkin? So we played the Rick and Morty version of it, and I was Summer, and I was upset because I didn't get to do my Summer voice the whole time because all I did was fight Monster. So
let me hear your Summer voice.
Oh, it's very similar to my Madeline voice. It's just basically like snake jazz is my thing now. I'm totally into snake jazz. If you're not into snake jazz, I don't even want to be your friend. See,
I mean, you don't have a choice, Summer. You're my sister, so whatever you want to do, just snake jazz is weird. Just I don't know.
Listen, Morty, I've had enough of your shit. I want you.
You've had enough of my shit. I've had enough of your shit, Summer.
I want you to take that backpack that you told me to put shit in, and I want you to take
my
it to the
backpack
shit store. And I want you to take it to the shit museum. And I want you to come back until you are finished, Morty. Finished. Rick and I are going on an adventure today.
Holy shit. So I've got the next thing downloaded, ready to go.
This is bullshit. Why do you go on adventures? Because you think you're Grandpa's favorite?
I am Grandpa's favorite.
No, that's trash. You're nothing but you're a fleeting fucking moment.
You screw up everything, Morty, and you do.
That's what you're a fleeting moment, Summer. That's all you are.
And you aren't. You're like the 7th version of Morty that he's gone through, Morty.
What the fuck are you talking about, Summer?
Oh, you know, Morty. I heard all about it. Grandpa Rick told me.
Oh, this is so great. All right.
So I got the next one.
Yeah. Go for the next one.
Force is just like, I'm staying out of this. I don't want to be.
Oh shit! James came back. James said, "The Rock is the only person that can be the next White Ranger."
Oh my god!
And he says he can't hear Frey. I can hear Frey just fine.
I can hear her just fine.
Let me see if it's me again. I turned this down. Oh,
no, you're perfectly fine. James just needs to stop being old. That's all it is.
James, I'm gonna need you.
Star Wars. So hey,
stop being such a Morty, James.
Drive the car, James.
Okay,
drive the car.
You're being a Jerry, and you need to stop.
Oh my God, Jerry. I know you're my dad and all, but you're still a Jerry.
I love the fact that within that universe, it's an insult to be called a Jerry.
Oh yeah. Well, and I watched Parks and Rec before we started watching Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah.
So I'll say something like, "Wow, you're being like Jerry," and I mean the Jerry from Parks and Rec. But because we've since watched Rick and Morty, everybody just assumes I'm talking about Jerry Smith. So
and suppressing fire.
The fact that the two of you carried on what could be an animated 5-minute segment of that show from an upcoming episode is probably damn near the most amazing effing thing I've heard all night.
And that's just ad-libbing the entire time. I was
Wow. Like that
I
puts
haven't even seen season 6 yet because we're
that
waiting for
puts
it to get on HBO
that puts
Max.
all my voice acting amateur talent to complete shame. I'm just gonna hang it up. Poor Master Roshi's just gonna have to not come back to the show anymore.
You just got to learn how to improv. Yes, and that's all it
Yeah,
is.
Yeah. So Star Wars news. That means y'all shut up.
Hello there.
All right. Star Wars Visions, Volume 2 directors, animation studios, and premiere dates have been revealed. So Disney Plus and Lucasfilm have announced that Star Wars Visions Volume 2 is set to premiere on May 4th, 2023. I really enjoyed the first season of the series, which featured various anime short films set in the Star Wars universe, but they are not canon. Who cares? The idea behind the series was just to let the imaginations of the directors go wild, and the results were really cool. The next volume of shorts will continue to push the boundaries of Star Wars storytelling, with 9 new shorts from 9 studios from around the globe, employing the most captivating animation styles from a variety of countries and cultures. The second volume offers a dynamic new perspective on the storied mythos of Star Wars.
It's
The
it's
new
interesting, like kind of what they're doing, because like the first season was all anime Japanese studios, right? And then you
Mhm.
look at the lineup that they have for season 2, and it's like, wow, that's actually really interesting the way that they're doing it.
Yep. So the new shorts included in Volume 2 were created by the following international animation studios. You've got El
Guiri.
Guri
El Guiri.
in Spain. You have Cartoon Saloon in Ireland. You have Punk Robot in Chile. You have Aardman in the United Kingdom. Studio Mir in South Korea. Studio La Cache in France. France. 88 Pictures. 88 Pictures out of India. Diart okay, I'm not even gonna try. Stagio in Japan, and Triggerfish out of South Africa. Diart Stagio's short was created in collaboration with Lucasfilm. So James Waugh, Star Wars Vision's executive producer and senior vice president of franchise content and strategy at Lucasfilm, said in a statement, and I'll stop there, the reaction to the first volume of Star Wars Visions blew us away. We were delighted that this project inspired and resonated with so many people. Star Wars Vision's executive producer and senior vice president franchise content and strategy at Lucasfilm. That is a hell of a title.
Yeah, I know.
We always saw Star Wars Visions as a framework for celebratory expressions of the franchise from some of the best creators working today. Animation is in a global renaissance, and we're constantly staggered by the amount of creativity pushing the medium forward. With Volume 1, the imaginative minds of Japan's anime industry were on full display. I agree, but I disagree too. With Volume 2, we expanded our canvas to take audiences on a global tour of some of the most talented creators from around the world. We're so proud to be able to reveal the lineup of studios we've assembled. Every short is incredible, full of heart, scope, imagination, and the values that make stories distinctly Star Wars, all while opening up bold new ways of seeing what a Star Wars story can be. Lucasfilm revealed the titles of the segments in the Star Wars Visions Volume 2, along with each of the filmmakers who are working on them. You can find more of that at the link, probably in the comment section.
No, so I was gonna say we can at least do the title in the studio, so that way we know like what the title of the episode is in the studio that's working on it. You don't have to read the whole synopsis like after that. So
yeah. So the first one's gonna be.
I do want to say synopsis.
Synopsis.
Wouldn't it
All
be
right.
Phenopsis?
The Sithopsis.
Synopsis. Synopsis.
All right, so the first one, the title is simply Sith. It's by Studio El Guiri. Second one is...
Say it right, Phil.
El Guiri.
El Guiri.
El Guiri.
El Guiri.
Mira, estoy aquí y el nombre del estudio es El Guiri.
You do realize I
Así se
speak
llama,
terrible Spanish. I cannot speak Spanish for the life of me. Matter of fact,
Pero
I can only say one sentence in Spanish. That's it. Just one.
Is it
¿Dónde
worse than
está el
bathroom?
biblioteca?
Las cucarachas entran, pero no pueden salir.
The cockroaches enter, but they can't leave. Actually,
right.
pretty good accent too. It's pretty funny.
Thank you. Screecher's Reach from Studio Saloon. We have In the Stars from Punk Robot. We have I Am Your Mother by Studio Aardman.
That doesn't sound at all ominous.
That maybe that's the wish that I have. Maybe that's the answer to it. Maybe they go and visit Amandala.
I want to share something with you guys at the end of this that
Sorry,
I always
I'm
thought
upset.
was like the coolest thing, but they'll never ever do it. But I think it would be a great Visions cartoon. Okay, Journey to the Dark Head by Studio Mir. That actually sounds like an offshoot or a spinoff for Spaceballs. Sorry.
Right.
It just
Or
does.
a porn version of some Star
You know,
Wars thing.
Journey to the Dark Helmet.
Yeah. The next one sounds even more like a porno.
The Spy Dancer by Studio Lakache. Bandits of Golok from 88 Pictures. The Pit from Diart Stagio. And this is the one with collaboration with Lucasfilm. So
Lucasfilm,
this
yep.
ought to be a really interesting one.
The Pit is
Owl's Song by Triggerfish. And that's it.
Yep.
That's what we got.
So Star Wars Visions Volume 2 streams exclusively on Disney Plus beginning May 4th,
Yay.
2023. So on Star Wars Day.
Well, and it's just there's so much. Why not?
Hey.
Just pile it on top.
The timing of this.
That's some lo-fi stuff you got going on.
Oh, thank goodness you're this is going to be audible as well, so they don't have to see me dance.
Oh yeah.
You guys miss a lot with me.
Yeah, the
Not
audio
the
only version of this
video.
is it. Yeah, you're missing a crap ton.
It's still fun. Still fun.
It is so fun.
James in the chat said the rest of the show should be Summer, Morty, and Master Roshi.
Oh, for the love of God.
You know what, James? If you were on the show, maybe we would do it.
Yeah, but since you're not here,
Since you had to take a vacation and eat those Oreos
he was like,
that we all saw.
he was like, oh, nobody invited me. No, you were invited. You're just not there.
Yep.
We
And
had a big
I'm
James hole where you're supposed to be.
continued absences will result in Fours becoming a unofficial official host to a properly official host.
Can
Exactly.
you hear me now, James?
My promotion is at hand. So
yes, sir.
all right.
Oh
So
my gosh.
Moving into the next story, guys.
No.
go for it.
Wait, but before we do, I loved that first season so much that I changed which episode was my favorite, like on a daily basis.
Really?
Yeah, because I loved each one of them. Like so we watched it, and I'm like, oh, well, I love this one now. This one's my favorite. So each week. So I'm, it's got season 2 has a lot to live up to. So, and I think that it's gonna be, but
Which episode was your favorite?
it depended on which episode was the newest. Because every time they'd have one.
So do you remember
The
Do
Ronin.
you remember La
That
Pinocho?
first one. The what one?
La Pinocho
No, I don't know what that one
with
was.
the bunny.
Yes, I loved that one.
Yeah.
I
Well,
loved that.
do you remember when she got this?
Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. That's so cool.
Love the saber.
It's awesome.
Gotta get it installed. You need to make
But no,
fun for it.
I just really I loved all of them. And they were all so different that I'm hoping that the lightning in a bottle that they got for season 1 continues into season 2. So for me, they have a lot to live up to.
Next.
Now we can go on.
So now we can move on to the next thing. Guys, we got some Loki news here. Who's happy for this?
Loki.
Loki.
Loki. So Loki season 2 footage revealed a new a first look at a return for a surprise character.
Is it Kang? It's Kang, right?
Before too long at all, Loki will return to Disney Plus in the second season. While it's already been revealed, the Asgardian trickster Tom Hiddleston will return alongside Sylvie Sophie DiMartino, and Mobius, because we know Mobius is coming back. So Owen Wilson. It looks like another familiar face will be making a resurgence once the show returns for its sophomore outing in a new commercial looking at new shows coming to Disney Plus this year. Some new Loki features the return of at least one timekeeper. In a quick glimpse, Loki can be seen stabbing a wall of a mural where all three timekeepers are seen. In the foreground, the decapitated head of one of the puppets can be seen. And I mean, so basically, they're bringing back one of the timekeepers, is what it is.
Which may be the only way to reset the timeline from Kang, because you got to think that the timekeepers, what if they're other versions of Kang? I mean, I know in the comics they're not, but
right. But I mean,
but
they've
they
already
could play it
merged
that way.
characters. Yeah, they've already merged characters. They made the He Who Remains a version of Kang, which he wasn't in the books originally.
No.
So.
But I like that they're doing that because it feels like there's so many Kangs. It's almost like there's an army of Kangs, and like when you defeat one, another one pops up. It's like the Hydra all over again. You know?
We're gonna get Iron Lad. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I think that's gonna be fantastic, and I can't wait to see who's playing Iron Lad, because I know they're not gonna de-age Jonathan Majors and have him do it. So, but yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome.
Right. So this time around, the writers' room is led by Eric Martin and Moon Knight helmers Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. Yeah. So Benson and Moorhead, I know these guys. They're great. They're brilliant in their own right. You know, I think they're going to come in and they're going to do what everybody on this project does, which is to elevate. You know, then they'll take what was great about it and fit it with their own awesome instincts and everything, and hopefully we'll make something even better. Loki season 1 head writer Michael Waldron previously said about the duo. The two take over for Kate Herron, who chose to depart from the property to focus on other projects. I was on the show for like 3 years in total. I just felt like I poured everything into it. Herron once told Variety, "It's almost like a campfire story that every filmmaker kind of brings their take to their perspective. I just felt like I gave so much to this. I was like, you know what? I feel like this was my effort for Loki. I felt like having someone new and with fresh eyes. And for me, that will make it a good season." So again, it's one of the timekeepers of the three that they kind of just like killed in season 1. Well, I mean, they technically didn't kill them, they're robots, but I mean, still, you know,
robots.
So season 2 of Loki will premiere on Disney Plus this summer. If you haven't checked out Disney Plus yet and you want to give it a try, guys, head over to Disney Plus's website. I guess they got a whole discount thing going on right now. So,
and you can catch up. Like you can do Loki season 1, so you're ready for season 2. You've got plenty of time. And then who knows what else will be on there that you guys might like. Maybe Bad Batch if you're also a Star Wars fan. So that's the thing right now. So.
I just caught up on Bad Batch yesterday.
Yeah, we finished it tonight before I got on.
Yeah, and I watched that latest episode. Bad Batch is like, it's kind of cool seeing a Wookiee Jedi, you know, because they were already saying,
I know.
They were saying that we were going to get one in High Republic, and we've got one that like lives within this time. I want to see what happens to him specifically.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I hear the one that's coming out tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or Thursday? I can't ever remember. But anyway,
yeah, tomorrow.
It's Wednesday. So that they're still going to be on Kashyyyk. So we may find out more about him. So that's kind of cool. And I loved him when he showed up in Clone Wars. I loved him in Clone Wars. I was like, oh, and I was like, look, and it's a wooden lightsaber, and it's so cute, and he's so cute. So, although I did expect Omega in this last one to be like, can we keep him? So, and I was like, that's not what you do. You're his pet, not.
I'm so behind in Star Wars. It's not even funny, but I'm burned out on it.
It's interesting with what's going on in like, we're seeing more of that world building on Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you know, we haven't had much kind of like play on Kashyyyk. We've seen like small glimpses and we've done things in games and stuff like that, but we've never
Yeah.
actually gotten like, you know, a full on like cultural deep dive into what how the Wookiees like. I didn't realize that you know, everybody in Star Wars always says, "Oh, I don't speak Wookiee," or you know, speak Wookiee. I didn't realize there's a name to the language.
Yeah.
She-Wook.
She-Wook, yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know either. And my son, of course, you know,
As opposed to
educated
She-Hulk.
me. Yes.
But spelled
Totally spelled differently.
Iiwook.
Yeah. It's really like Shy-I-Wook, but it's
Shy-I-Wook?
Yes, it's pronounced differently. But anyway, no, I really liked it. I thought it was good. And I love that they brought him back. And that he's seen some things. And
Right.
he wasn't super trusting when he got rescued.
Right.
That was pretty cool too. But we haven't finished Tales of the Jedi yet either, so I'm not completely caught up there, Force. So you're
Oh God, I haven't watched that either.
James, why would we be nice to you? Julie,
This
we
is
love
this
you.
is how much Saberland has ruined me. Like I just don't want any part of it anymore. I'm perfectly happy on Kyber Cave and distance nerding.
Okay, Van had to throw something in there that's just weird. He said, "Do you know Wookiees only pee sitting down?"
Do you see that as a boss picture of him in that little thumbnail?
How would I know that Wookiees only pee sitting down?
How would he know that Wiki's how
Why?
You know what? I bet
Why
Wookiees
are
pee
you
standing up
watching?
too.
Why are you watching Wookiees when they're peeing, man? That's weird.
The only thing
Van,
I have to
shouldn't
say
you
to
be
that,
working on
Van,
KyberCon 3?
is I did it all for the Wookiee.
You know, for the what? The Wookiee. What? So you could
So
take
you could take that cookie and stick it up your
stick it up your stick it up your stick it up your
And once again, Free Girl has taken us way off topic.
He said Van said he's starting rumors, aka
Nice.
Wookiee.
I heard a rumor.
No, he goes,
Don't know where to get in there, no.
all right, we're not doing that though. Just
Van's gonna start some rumors with you.
with me.
With you.
Yes.
Next.
Just
Start
you.
some rumors with you.
Anyway, Loki's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So last bit of news here.
DC news.
Gonna let you take this one.
Tenfo. All right. So,
All right.
James Gunn addresses how some DCU characters will stay the same after The Flash. Yeah, and when are we supposed to see that?
Who knows? Sometime.
No, I think actually there is a date here.
Isn't it? I thought it was this year, like the end of this
It is
year.
this year. I know that.
Aquaman's
All right.
after it.
Wait.
And Aquaman's like, what, November of this year?
Mhm.
So I want to say it's
Actually,
August or September.
I think it's actually sooner than that. I think it's
Is
coming.
it?
I think it's
And
coming.
then his transition into Lobo.
Yeah.
You know,
be
I
fun.
would not mind seeing that, to be honest.
All right. The dynamic duo of DC Studios' James Gunn and Peter Safran continue to spill details and clarify their big plans for the highly anticipated DC Cinematic Universe reset. Fans have been curious if the reset would mean a complete overhaul of the DCU, and when a fan asked Gunn on Instagram if he was rebooting the DCEU 100%, Gunn set the record straight with a clear nope. Gunn confirmed that while The Flash will reset many things in the DCU, not everything will change and some characters will remain the same. He said, nope, Flash resets many things, not all things. Some characters remain the same, some do not. Okay, I can appreciate that because, again, it's going back to he's taking from original, he's taking from the New 52, and he's taking from Rebirth. So some things changing, some things not changing. Kudos to you, James Gunn. Good stuff. As you know, Viola Davis's Amanda Waller is staying the same with the series Waller, which is being developed. It was previously explained that the series is using the same actors and that it's a continuation of Peacemaker. So you can expect many of those characters to return. I imagine all of the Suicide Squad characters are going to stay the same and not change. Then there's Jason Momoa's Aquaman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, Zachary Levi's Shazam. and more that may get additional movies. Yeah, shout out to Shazam too. That's going to be so freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So hold on. He basically confirmed that Momoa is still playing Aquaman
for now.
Yeah,
until he transitions into Lobo.
If they do Flashpoint, if that's how they make this all work, Flashpoint really only the characters that Barry had been associated with and knew really changed, and they were basically Barry's versions. So I don't know why he went all, hey, yeah, Bruce really misses his parents, and then suddenly Bruce is dead and his dad's Batman. I'm sorry if you haven't read Flashpoint, but come on, people, it's been forever.
It's an animated movie now too.
Yeah, it's an animated
Thomas
movie.
Wayne Batman is amazing.
Oh,
and a monster.
So freaking awesome. Yeah.
No, his mother is a monster.
Yeah.
Ooh, his mother is a monster. She is certifiable.
So
literally. But yeah, so I just, if they're gonna do that, I can see where that Aquaman might change, but like some of the other characters might not. Like Flash is so respects Wonder Woman that she may not change, and he doesn't really know the Suicide Squad, so they won't change because he's not going to mess with them. His opinion about them is non-existent, so they'll stay the same. So I could see it working. There's ways that they can make it work. They have to do it. It's that, thread through a needle. It's going to be interesting to see.
Of course. And it's going to get just as much hate as it is going to get just as much love. So the only characters we know that are not coming back for sure are Henry Cavill's Superman and Ben Affleck and Batfleck. Batfleck will not be returning.
And it's mainly because they said that they want them to be younger. So
yeah. Saffron even praised The Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Shazam, and said that these characters and portrayals are definitely not barred from the new DCU. He also emphasized that the new DC universe will incorporate characters from the past, but mostly cast anew. To conclude, the first phase of the DC universe, called Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, from the New 52, promises to bring a multitude of movies and TV shows to the fans. Some of the exciting projects include Batman, The Brave and the Bold, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, a Swamp Thing film, and multiple TV shows. I guess we should prepare for a whole new level of DC epicness. My thing is this. They say multiple TV shows. I can definitely see this going to HBO Max, but is DC pretty much done with the CW at this point? Like, are all CW contracts canceled moving forward?
I think they're either canceled or they're ending.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I really would love Superman and Lois to continue. I enjoy it.
Could do it as an Elseworlds and rebrand it. And
I'd watch
that
it.
wouldn't, and he hasn't said anything about the TV, like, except the new stuff. So he hasn't said anything about the previous things. So we may never get that answer. I think it's one of those where he's like, well, Greg Berlanti's doing his thing. I'm just going to let him do his thing until he can't anymore. And then he'll go from there. But he didn't mention any of the CW shows. I think he might have mentioned the Titans, but I think it was Titans Go. Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go, yeah.
I think that's what.
Speaking of things that flash on the screen, we got merch, people.
We got merch, people. Sorry, I did that too early.
About your merch.
You would like to
know exactly about this merchandise that I keep hearing about.
Well, let me tell you all about our merchandise. Ladies and gentlemen, we have hats. Hats are $35 each, $30 each if you buy multiple hats. Now, at this moment, Galaxy Gray is the only color that is available.
Get the black ones back in stock.
Yeah, I know. Dude, the Galaxy Grays are dope, though. I love this hat.
Have you guys thought about doing a navy?
We have. We did black.
At the bottom of your DN.
I know, right? We did black and gray on our first runs to see how they would sell. And then we've been talking about doing like other colors after.
Well, everybody loves a black hat, so
yeah, and that's why the black hat sold out pretty quickly. And then on top of that, guys, we have shirts. So if you want a shirt, DM us at Distance Nerding on your social media of choice. Let us know what size you want, sure, and we'll get the shirts reserved for you. $20 if you're local, $25 if we've got to ship it to you.
35 if you live in Florida.
I didn't charge you an extra $10. I wouldn't charge you an extra $10.
Florida man has to pay that extra $10, son.
Yeah, Florida's man's got to pay a Florida tax. Now on top of that, guys,
Well, bless y'all's hearts and your little Florida.
Well, bless your heart. Now we also have a brand partnership with Lucharillas. If you are unfamiliar with Lucharillas, guys, head over to lucharillas.com. Check out all that gear. We have shirts with them, with the Distance Nerdarilla. We also have the bump box and bottle openers and things like that. There's all kinds of fun stuff to check out. So head over to Distance or to Lucharillas and check out that Distance Nerdarilla gear with Lucharillas, and just check out all the other stuff they have. A lot of the stuff they have is fun.
Do you guys have stickers?
We have stickers. Now stickers I'll send you for free.
Oh.
Yeah. You just got to tell me you want stickers and I will send you stickers. Again, DM us, shoot me your address. If you want stickers, I will send you stickers for free.
Oh, I want some stickers.
Oh yeah, Frey, just shoot me a message later and shoot me with your address and I'll send it to you.
Okay. No worries.
Exactly. Boom. All right. So
what's the schedule looking like?
That's exactly where I was going next. I just have to go to my other part here. Schedule. All right.
This is the perks of having 3 screens up.
Yeah, I have 2 right now, but the thing is that on StreamYard, like everything is on one side, so it's like, So, and then half the time, because I have like 4 boxes for like for different stuff on the bottom, so it's like, oh, which one is this in again? Okay, hold on.
You sound like me.
Yeah. So schedule, guys. On Mondays, I do game streams from 8 to 12 typically. Now, I've had like dentist appointments and stuff in the morning lately, so I've been having to do later streams. Lately, I've been playing.
How dare you take care of your teeth?
Right?
How dare you? There is only the internet.
Exactly. Now, lately, I've been playing Dead Space, but if you guys head over to our Instagram in the story, I put a choice for this week's stream. Do you guys want me to continue playing Dead Space? Do you guys want me to play a little more Gotham Knights, or do you want me to start some Hogwarts Legacy since that game just came out? So, go ahead and put your vote in. Let me know what game you want me to play. More than likely,
I'm going to vote now. I'm just going to tell you in person. I vote not Hogwarts Legacy.
And why is that?
I'm boycotting it. And they know why.
I want to know why.
It's JK. Nobody, I don't want to give her any money.
So, fun fact, this was talked about on the radio here in Florida today.
Yeah, it's been talked about on
Rowling has had no affiliation, no character involvement, no any involvement at all with this game. This was completely and independently made.
Did they pay her for the license?
They
have to. She owns the license.
Like Homer
they
Simpson.
Have to pay her. Yeah. So
it was an interesting point though. It's like
it is.
It's like, are you depriving her or are you depriving yourself of a really great gaming experience?
And here's the thing. I want to play it because Simon Pegg is in it. And Simon Pegg is the shit. And I love him.
I love Simon Pegg.
Yeah, I love him. And he's, he is like the nerd guru. I mean, he really is. And so I do want to play it, but I'm one of those where I'm like, maybe I'll steal it. Or maybe
so here's what you do. You wait for it to go free on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Because it will. And then you play it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that I don't know, not right now. Do Dead Space. I think you should finish it. Just finish it. Finish it.
Yeah. All right. So Tuesdays, the show you're watching right now, The Download, from 6:30 to 8:30. We talk news, rumors. We do reviews whenever we decide to do a review and other fun stuff. Thursdays, The Build, from 6 to 8. Now, guys, this week's build, we've got Matt Aguilar. You heard me say it at the top of the show. Matt Aguilar from Comic Book Nation is going to be on the show, the host of Comic Book Nation. And I mean, like I was saying, like, you know, we're doing Comic Book Nation on Thursday and then New Rock Stars on Saturdays. It's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, we're just hanging out with all the other nerds within the nerd news community.
Now, not only that, Graveyard and Fours have moved their Thursday night live gaming streams to after the build so that you can catch young Phil on Kyber Cave Gaming on Thursdays after the build.
Hey, and does that mean that you and Gravy are available to be part of the build as well, Fours?
Well, considering now that I'm just about to replace James as a host on this show, yes, I'll be.
When James decides he doesn't want to be on his own show.
Still waiting on my promotion. I'm hoping there's like a ribbon or like a name tag or some sort of weird thing that'll like, you know.
I want that whole like extra like guest star, you know, guest host. I want that like extra. I want to be like the Samuel L. Jackson.
I think young Phil should make you official and we just like the three of us host the show.
Yeah, right.
But I have to be like special guest star or something.
Special guest star.
You know,
it's like Misha Collins, you know, it's like special guest star Misha Collins.
Yeah, special guest star Misha Collins. I'll take it. You know, Misha's good people.
It's like Fours. So yeah, again, guys, Thursday the build. I build Lego on stream right now. I am building the Atari 2600, and then on top of that, we're going to be interviewing Matt Aguilar, talking about his career, how he got into what he's doing, and everything like that. And then, of course, brackets and top tens and fun stuff like that. So set your reminder.
Shaming us on comic book knowledge.
God, set your reminder. Jump in with us and hang out, because that is what we do and how we do it. And it's the fun stuff.
It's a good time.
Oh,
the build is such a good time. It really is. And I am not biased because I do not build anything and I kind of participate when I want it. So I have no horse in this race. So you can take my word to the bank. I don't know what it's worth, but you know, take it to the bank.
Boom. All right. Well, let's get into these pluggables. Frey Girl, tell everybody where they can find you, where they can see you, if you got any appearances coming up.
Can you see me now? No.
Yes.
I can't see you when I do that. You're not supposed to see me. All right. So I really suck at this, as we found out last week. But I really do. You guys can find me normally Monday through Fridays. I am modding the break room for New Rock Stars. That starts at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'm there in the chat throwing some weird things in there. I've had people ask me if I'm mental, and I am. The answer is always yes. And I do occasionally. Well, not occasionally. I've been better about it. The Kyber Cave After Dark, and that's Kyber Cave Productions. It's on YouTube. You can always catch. I'm on Twitter a lot of the time at Frey Girl, Instagram, TikTok. I actually uploaded a couple of shorts on my own YouTube channel, Frey Girl. So yeah, like 8 seconds and like 15 seconds. So it's not, and it's the dogs. It's my corgis. So if you guys want to see my corgis, they're on my channel. But yeah, Gotham_Oracle on TikTok and on Instagram.
So
you can find here. Yeah, basically, yeah. So the funny thing is I actually have a TikTok that's Frey Girl, and I have a TikTok that's, and I have an Instagram that's Frey. I don't know how to get into them, so now I'm Gotham Oracle because I do not know how to get into the Frey Girl ones. So yeah, so that's who I am. That tells you everything about me. I would say I'm chaotic good. My son says I'm true chaotic neutral. So we'll see. But yeah, you can roll in that
20.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so you can find me there. I'm usually with the Kyber Cave gang and the Distance Nerding gang. I love these guys. And
we love you.
Aw, you're guys.
Shut up and take my money.
Fours, let them know where they can find you and all your plugs. Let's go.
I am the one and only Fours FX Saber Sound Design, soon to be just Fours FX. If you go to saberfont.com and you happen to own one of these bad boys that you can purchase from kybercave.com, you can get a sound font that you can put on your Saber to get the best sounds possible. Now, while you're at Saberfont, be sure to support my friends who are there, like Juan Sith and Harry Solo Fonts, and a number of other folks who do amazing, amazing work. Outside of the Saber community, you can find me over at Kyber Cave Gaming or Kyber Cave Productions on YouTube. I play a number of games right now. Mrs. Fours and I, that would be the amazing actress, singer, and musician star Aubrey McCoy, we are playing The Last of Us Part 1. We just wrapped up the final recording. We're going to be doing a live final chapter playthrough. She's going to be performing the theme on her guitar for the episode. We're going to do a great big review of what we've accomplished, and then we're going to run through the final part of the game. And then once that's done, after a couple more games, we're going to be doing Last of Us 2. She and I are very excited to run through that. You can also catch me on the Retro Alcove, which is hosted and created by none other than Graveyard. I do a couple things with him on there. You can catch me here at Distance Nerding as long as I'm allowed to be here. Oh, and you can find me on Kyber Cave After Dark on Friday nights at 8 o'clock y'all's time. That would be 11 o'clock Florida man time. And
Pacific Standard Time.
Yes. And we are 2 months and 1 week away officially from Fours' arrival in California.
The Fours invasion.
The Fours invasion is coming. And and due to the amount of time I'm going to be there, I am sensing, if La Jack is allowing me to enter her home, doing a distance learning live a couple times, a few times.
That'll be cool.
I'll actually be able to be there for 5 shows. I'll be there for 5 shows.
Seriously, crazy.
Yes.
Thank you for saying the time. I totally forgot. See, I told you I suck at hyping.
Subscribe to Crying Bowser.
Crying
Love.
Bowser.
Crying Bowser.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know who I am. I am your boy, Young Phil. I am the consistent. You know what? That's. I am the consistent host of the Distance Nerd. James, I love you. I love you to death. I just have to
he's got 50 children, so he's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah. Don't forget to follow us, guys, on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook Live, all those places. If it's social media and it exists, we have it. MySpace, Friendster, GeoCities, OnlyFans, Tumblr, yes, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals. That's basically it. It's just him wearing mandals. It is the Air Force equivalent of look at my feet. And of course, guys, you can catch us everywhere at Distance Nerding. It is time to do some dancing, guys. You guys ready to dance?
No, we're not ready to dance.
I am.
We're not ready to dance because we forgot to tell people to buy us a taco.
Oh my gosh.
You've got to join the taco party by buying us a taco.
You know what's funny is I forgot that because that's what James normally does. See, this is where I fail, right? You have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know on our Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post. Now, guys, I tell you every week, all the time. All you got to do is go to distancenerding.com and you can buy us a taco. Guys, join the taco party. Be one of the cool people. Yes, I'm knife handing the camera right now. You can't see it if you're listening to the audio episode, but knife hand. Feel that knife hand in your soul. Yes.
Oh, come on, Mr. J and all the Distance Nerding fans. Buy us a taco. We love tacos.
That's amazingly good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So let's get that in right here, guys. Thanks, and keep nerding together. It is now time for the dance party. You guys ready for this?
I'm
Let's
so ready,
hear
Mr. J.
this.
Oh yeah, Frager is starting.
Distance nerding.
Is this thing on? Yeah. See, I've been trying to find my way around. It's great.
Y'all, I only do one dance partner.
See everybody on Thursday.
Bye.